Okay, Meme, how old were you when you moved here?
I was around 10 or 11.
Where are you from and why did you leave your country?
I was born in New Brunswick, Canada, and we left here for a better way of life.
Who came with you when you moved here and how old or how did you get here? Like what form of transportation did you use to get here? And who came with you?
My first recollection of coming to this country, we were on a train. And I came with my mother, father, and my sister.
What about your brother and your other sisters? They didn't come? Okay. What was the most difficult part of moving? Like the transportation and like having to move all your stuff and like all that.
The hardest part about moving was leaving a lot of my things behind because we couldn't bring everything.
How much storage did you have? Like how much storage?
I didn't have any storage. We
Like-
started from scratch.
So what did you bring with you?
Just our clothes.
Well, did you
Just
have
for
like a
a
suitcase?
few personal things.
What challenges did you face when you first moved here? Like when you actually got here?
The language. I didn't know how to speak English. My parents did, but I didn't, and it was very hard to understand the other kids.
Mm-hmm. What language did you speak?
French.
So in school, were you able to learn it all from the teachers?
The first year, I didn't learn anything the first year except observing the other kids and the teachers for the first year.
And I remember you telling me about a teacher who helped you by giving you some type of book.
That was the first year that I started school. They kept me back 1 year, and that whole year, the teacher sat me in the back of the classroom with a book and said for me to read and listen. Well, I couldn't read English, so I was just going through the motion. But I think it really did help because the following year, I was able to understand better.
Very nice. Was it difficult to gain citizenship when you got here?
Well, it wasn't difficult for me because my parents did it.
Was it
So-
difficult for them?
It was in a way because they had to go to night school and it was all English too. And even though they knew some English, it was still hard for them to learn what they needed to know. But they did it.
What's night school?
Adult education?
Like for immigrants specifically?
Yeah.
So was there other different language speaking people there?
I don't know. I didn't go there. I don't know.
So how did you learn English going on off of what you were saying before? And was it mainly from school or like did your parents teach you or what?
School, listening to other kids talk in the schoolyard, television, my parents, my cousins.
Do you feel like you've lost touch with your culture from moving here? Like anything that you feel like you have lost from living in Canada that's just not something you do anymore?
I've lost a lot of the language. I can't hardly speak French anymore. And I feel this is my country.
America?
Yes.
So going on to that, would you ever want to go back to Canada to move there? Or would you ever want to go back to Canada to visit?
Well, I would go to visit, but I would never move there. This is not my country anymore, I don't feel.
What are some differences you can like, what are some differences you see between America and Canada? Like, what makes you not want to go back there besides your family being in America?
Because most of my family are here now.
So, the family you had to leave behind moved here after?
Yeah, they did. And I had some here before. My uncles and aunts, they had already moved here.
Did you ever face hardships like discrimination or racism and like all that?
No?
Really?
Yeah.
No kids were mean to you?
No racism.
But did they bully you or be mean to you because you were not like them?
No.
Well, you couldn't understand English.
Yeah. Doesn't matter.
Well, I'm saying, like,
They didn't care.
Would you be able to understand if they were being mean to you, is what I'm saying.
Well, I think any kid can understand that when somebody's mean to them.
True. Well, that's good.
I already felt left out because I couldn't understand what they were talking about. Like in the schoolyard at that age.
What's a schoolyard? Like a recess?
Yeah, outside.
Nice. Okay. So going off of that, you wouldn't, like, some differences and stuff. What's your favorite part of being here? And do you regret coming here?
Never regret, never.
What's your favorite part of being here in America?
All the luxuries that we have. All the, I shouldn't say luxury. All of the freedom that we have.
Is that not in Canada?
Yeah, it is. We were talking about this country.
Well, yeah, but I guess you're right, because I asked what your favorite part is, not like differences. Do you still have any family that lives in Canada?
I have a cousin and niece and nephew.
Why did you choose to move here and not another country?
Because this is where my parents came, and I don't know any other country.
Oh, I guess you didn't really have a choice, now that I think about it. What went into the if you know, because I know that wasn't your decision, it was your parents' decision, but do you know anything of what went into the decision of moving here?
Basically, it was for a better way of living.
But
Work, jobs.
is Canada that much different than the United States that it was that much of a drastic change that you needed to move?
I guess not.
Oh my goodness. That's really it. That's all the questions I have for you, I guess.
That's going to be quite an interview.
It's gonna be good. Do you have anything else you'd like to add?